heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
If you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, make Argonne Lumber your first stop. High-quality materials, personalized service, expert staff, and delivery are just some of the things Argonne Lumber is known for. Stop in and smell the lumber at Argonne Lumber, 2 locations in Argonne and Rhinelander.
The Merrill Area Chamber of Commerce sends you best wishes for a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.
Get the nutritional support your family needs. Call the Family Food Helpline.
For us to reach an unanimous agreement would only require the Democrats to move to a position closer to ours.
Right now on Newswatch 12 today, we have the details on 2 spending bills facing Congress as time ticks away. Plus,
the radar is quiet for now, but tomorrow things will get a little busy. Your full forecast is coming up.
And find out how a new report is showing greater stress and declining mental health among Wisconsin high school students. It's Thursday, December 8th.
Newswatch 12 today with Jackie Smith, Michael Lodeholtz, and Devin Biggs.
good morning and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Jackie Smith.
And I'm Michael Lodeholtz.
And the snow has officially arrived, and I gotta say, it is a lot easier driving with snow tires.
It really is. I'm looking forward to getting them on myself today.
You've been saying that every day this week.
I've been saying it many days, and I think today's the day. I'm really looking forward to it. It's, you know, there's no real snow, I think, on the radar.
Yeah, well, we can only have Devin tell us. So, Devin, do we have more snow coming today or in the near future?
Not today, but in the future, we will have more snow on the way and a little bit of accumulating snow for our southern counties as we head towards tomorrow. But for now, today, it's going to be featuring a lot of sunshine out there. And so far, the trees, or at least the tree is still lit up over in parts of downtown Minocqua. And the radar is actually pretty quiet as well. But look what's coming. They've expanded this winter weather advisory to include our southernmost county, Adams County, till about 3 o'clock on Friday. It'll actually kick in later on tonight and parts of tomorrow morning with all this how begin to move in. But moving forward, though, again, the sky is clear out there. A lot of the excitement is actually further off towards the south and west. So we're going to go on a little bit of a quick impromptu radar tour here. And I think we're starting to see the first little bits of development here with this thing. But it's going to take a bit for the track off towards the north and east before we start to see it soon. But man, look at the temperatures. Yeah, cold out there. 3 degrees above zero in Rhinelander, 4 below in Tomahawk, 8 below in Phillips. So we'll see these temperatures moderating soon with 30s that'll be on the way. So at least the cold temperature is not lasting very long. Whenever we get dry air like this, temperatures like to swing. Upper 20s, low 30s on the way for us today with a lot of sunshine.
Milwaukee County Family Court's top judge will hear the case of a 10-year-old boy who shot and killed his mother last month.
The boy who shot and killed his 44-year-old mother on November 21st is being charged with first-degree reckless homicide as an adult. According to a criminal complaint, the boy was allegedly mad at his mom for waking him up early and not buying him a virtual reality headset on Amazon. Wednesday's hearing was conducted over Zoom. The 10-year-old appeared off camera alongside his attorney and didn't speak during the hearing. In addition to the court naming Judge Jane V. Carroll as the presiding judge, the parties agreed to hold their next hearing in person on December 14th. If convicted, the boy faces a maximum of 60 years in prison.
An Oak Creek man accused of stabbing his in-laws in Illinois has been sentenced to jail the day before in Wisconsin. However, a Waukesha judge running for state Supreme Court allowed him 2 days to report. Michael Liu was supposed to report to jail by December 2nd to serve 4 months for a domestic violence incident over the summer. Judge Jennifer Doros sentenced Liu on November 30th and allowed Liu 2 days to report. According to Will County Sheriff's Department, during those 2 days, Liu traveled from Oak Creek to Crete, Illinois, to exact revenge on his soon-to-be ex-wife's parents. On December 1st, Liu fired shots into the home of his ex-wife's parents and broke into the home, stabbing the 66-year-old woman. The 68-year-old man intervened and was stabbed as well. The man defended his wife, stabbing Liu an estimated 17 times, according to law enforcement. All 3 are expected to survive.
More than half of Wisconsin high school seniors reported having significant problems with feeling very anxious, nervous, or scared, according to a new health risk survey. The results are the first picture of Wisconsin students' mental health since the onset of the pandemic. The results were publicized by the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction, which called for drastic action. The Youth Risk Behavior Survey goes out every 2 years to a sample of schools across the country. These schools are selected to inform county, state, and national reports. This study included 43 Wisconsin high schools. The national results have not yet been shared for 2021. And Governor Tony Evers announced on Wednesday that the application period is now open for the new $2 million Veterans Rental Assistance Program.
It's part of the governor's $10 million investment to support Wisconsin veterans. The program aims to address housing insecurity and homelessness among Wisconsin veterans and provide housing assistance statewide. Similar to the Wisconsin Emergency Rental Assistance Program, income eligibility will be up to 80% of the county median income. The program will be managed by the DOA's Division of Energy, Housing, and Community Resources and is funded by the Federal American Rescue Plan Act.
Wisconsin is opening its next round of high-speed internet grants. The Broadband Expansion Grant Program is offering $14.1 million in grants. Organizations, cities, villages, towns, and counties can now apply for funding. Since 2019, the program has connected more than 387,000 homes and businesses with high-speed broadband internet. More information on the grant program can be found at pscwi.gov. The application period runs through February 22nd.
The clock is ticking for Congress to pass 2 massive spending bills.
As Amy Kiley reports, both of them just hit pretty big snags.
It's that time of year again when Congress tends to rush to fund the government. This year, 2 major spending bills are hitting snags with the clock ticking.
What we've been told is the NDA that has come out of the House will have language to do partially what we wanted to have happen.
The House had been expected to take up the National Defense Authorization Act this week, but Republicans now say their support hinges on ending the military's vaccine mandate.
It would impact the readiness of the force. You're more prone to getting COVID-19.
The White House says President Joe Biden wants to keep the requirement, but asked if he'd sacrifice it for the must-pass bill.
There's still a process going, a legislative process going. Don't want to get ahead of that.
Meanwhile, funding for the broader federal government could expire next week. Funding it for the whole fiscal year would require wide-ranging compromise fast.
For us to reach an unanimous agreement would only require the Democrats to move to a position closer to ours.
Turn left, Republicans. Or at least don't turn hard right.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says the country might have to settle for a short-term bill that lasts just into the new year.
When frankly the Republicans have the House of Representatives and will have a stronger hand at the bargaining table.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Coming up in international news, find out the details for a recent failed coup across the pond in Germany.
Plus, we'll share the harrowing story of Ukrainian President Zelensky and the spirit of Ukraine as they are named Time's Person of the Year. Those stories and more news from around the world when we come back.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer on select Ford vehicles. Choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in.
So much.
And that's how Ford is helping you
Proud of you, kid.
shine bright. This season, choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months at your local Ford dealer and shine bright.
Protecting the people and businesses in our community is our highest priority. Our combined 126 years of history connects you to some of the best carriers in the business, like Auto Owners Insurance. Together, Klinner and Meyer Insurance bring even more expertise and more ways to protect you, all with the same unwavering support and a single commitment, protecting what matters most in your world. Together, we are Klinner Insurance. Your world protected.
There's nothing like volunteering at the fire department.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it hasn't always been easy.
Since my skin was so irritated and itchy.
And even worse with all my gear on.
Now, I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema. So adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Welcome back. Let's get right into things this morning. Looking pretty good over in downtown Minocqua. A little bit more snow on the ground since we got a little bit more yesterday. Roadways looking pretty decent overall. But now we're going to be watching our next system that will be moving in rather soon with a winter weather advisory up for Adams County now. This has been expanded until 3 p.m. for your Friday, as we'll be watching some snow mixing in and maybe some other wintry precipitation types that can try to mix in from time to time too with the system now will be moving in. Let's zoom things out and give you the bigger picture right now. So there's nothing going on right now. We're pretty quiet out there. In fact, very still, allowing temperatures to really tumble this morning. But we're going to be watching our next system that will be moving in rather soon, located just all toward the south and west, and moving into parts of Nebraska and even into parts of Kansas, and it's tracking to the north and east. So we're going to wait till about tomorrow or even later on tonight for this system to start to move in. Let's give you the bigger picture, though, and otherwise parts of the Midwest seeing some rain, otherwise high pressure right overhead. That's allowing us to stay dry and chilly this morning. But we will be seeing a lot of sunshine today. Any clouds will stay further down toward the south, so definitely get outside and enjoy the nice weather. The snow starts to approach early on Friday by about 4 to 5 o'clock, especially across parts of Adams County, sneak into parts of Portage and Wood County, too, maybe even parts of Marathon County, maybe even a few flurries here in the Northwoods, too, but most of this will stay in our central and southern counties before that clears out of here. Then by Saturday, we're looking pretty decent, but another system will be sneaking in soon. So here's a system that's going to be moving through tomorrow. So we're looking at Adams County with 1 to 3 inches possible there. Portage and Wood County, maybe 1 to 2 inches. And then as you get up into Marathon County, an inch or less possible. And then pretty doubtful we'll see any accumulating snow further off towards the north. Then we fast forward to tomorrow. Another inch or less of snow will be possible for most of the viewing area before we're all finished up. So at least a few inches of snow on the way between now and on Saturday. So, of course, this is what that next system will look like, though, with another wave that'll be moving in from the northwest going toward the south and east. Then, of course, this approaches Saturday afternoon, but then by early Sunday morning, it's a quick mover. It will be getting out of here. We added more snow yesterday. We added 1 inch total. So for the season, we're now at 15.1 inches of snow. So not bad for the numbers. We've been running pretty dry recently compared to last year. So any snow we can get will definitely help things out. But, man, it's cold out there. 3 degrees in Rhinelander and also 5 degrees in Antigo, 4 below in Tomahawk, but 23 degrees above zero in Stevens Point. So warm in some spots, cool in others, and a little bit of a breeze out there, making it feel like it's below zero in a few spots. So winter coats definitely a must this morning. Average high being 29 degrees. We'll reach for the lower 30s today in the next few days with a few mid-30s later on as we head towards Sunday and even into parts of next week. The forecast for today, lower 30s, mostly sunny. The southwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, here we go. Upper teens, starting off mostly clear with increasing clouds moving in late. But southeast breeze at about 5 miles per hour. And that Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. As that snow moves in for our southern counties on Friday, the wind will also pick up, maybe a few flurries in the Northwoods. Then we'll have another wave of snow moving in for you Saturday before we dry out for a couple of days, Sunday and Monday. Another system moving in Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll have to watch this one closely. Snow and some other wintry precipitation types could mix in.
Thanks, Devin. Authorities in Germany say they have foiled a far-right extremist plot to overthrow the German democratic government. Wednesday, officials arrested 22 suspected members and 3 suspected supporters of the terrorist organization behind the plot. In a statement, the German Federal Prosecutor's Office said roughly 50 people were suspected to have been part of the group called Reichsbürger, Citizens of the Reich. Central to the group is the belief that anti-Semitism, racism, and conspiracy theories are in line with their QAnon thoughts. The group refuses to pay taxes or recognize the modern German state. They prefer a return to the Kaiserreich of 1871 when Germany appointed an emperor. The prosecutor's office said the raids are continuing and are directed against 27 more suspects.